Hello. So I want to elaborate on things for the audience who are already here because, to be quite frank, the last video I attempted to do to elaborate on some of these things here, uh, it really wasn't fitting, right? Because it's 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's way too long for the purposes of elaborating on like what's happening. So first off, I want to address Thorne immediately. To anyone who doesn't know, Thorne was essentially the indie game project I worked on for about 3 years, roughly. And the main issue with Thorne was it's just too large scale and it was badly managed, right? I was the head director and I badly managed it in terms of certain things like hiring like people who couldn't do the job, hiring too many people, not really being able to manage that many people, right? Especially independently. I had about like 20 people on the team at one point. But even then, like not properly writing out documents in terms of management, not making sure people kept on task. Things like that. I wasn't like proactive. I was proactive in being a leader, but not to the degree I really needed to be, right? I was much more proactive in being like a worker in terms of like what I was doing, right? Because by the last year of Thorne, I was working on it for I was pretty much the only person working on it, right? In terms of like the coding and animating, right? And I burnt myself out because it's just too large scale for one person to really tackle, realistically speaking. And that is kind of, well, I could do that if I was more healthy, but I didn't look after myself, and that was another problem, really. So those are all the reasons that I had to put Thorn and Pork, right? And I was given the opportunity to work with Golden Flame because I'm not the head director, keeping that in mind. A friend of mine is, and that due to that, right? I thought that that'd be a good opportunity to try and get stable footing for the rest of the people who came along with me still when it came to Thorn, right? We got at least one person working on Golden Flame who was part of the Thorn team, and that's Kane B. He's a very close friend of mine, and so that's pretty much what happened with Thorne. Thorne's been put on pause, right? And I want to return back to it after development of Golden Flame because I care about it deeply, right? I worked on it for 3 years, and there's a lot of time and a lot of things that we put into it. I put my heart and soul into that game, right? And I don't want to just let it rot, right? There are a lot of things me and KMB put into it, and several other people who are I'll name them if they ever need to if they want to be named, regardless. But yeah, and so that's I'm not going to just let go of that game idea. I just want to reevaluate things, make the team a bit more ground and solid, and only have the people on who we can work with, because there are some people we can work with as well, because we just had conflict and it wasn't really a good fit for the team, and so those kind of things, there were a lot of issues, to be frank, and so that's Thorn. Next, I want to address Vantum. Now, Vantum was an individual animation project that I was planning to do. In particular, it's one that essentially it's it was meant to be an animation video for a music video known as the Vantum Racer by TWRP and Protoman. And just something I wanted to animate independently. I didn't ask them or anything. I just wanted to make a cool animation for it. Excuse me. And I still intend to do that, actually, right? I actually do want to go and animate that video, right? I just need to make more time for it, frankly. The problem with me is I'm very bad at scheduling, and I need to change that. I need to be more consistent and actually hold to uploading regularly and actually doing things more regularly in general. And when it comes to the Vantum, if I just dedicate 1 day a week, I could probably get it done in a reasonable time frame, right? Or at least make decent progress on it, right? And that's entirely on me, right? That's just me fucking mismanaging my time schedule, right? And frankly, that's something I want to change, right? Because I do want to go and do it. So I'll be making probably weekly progress reports on what I'm doing in general, And this will be the first one, right? So there's that. So that's what I want to do, right? I want to return to Phantom. And I want to do it, like, you know, like, probably next week, you know? Like, I want to get things a bit more sorted in terms of the channel. That's when I should be able to get started on that. And really sort things out. Now, so people who didn't watch the long form video, they don't know what Golden Flame is. So it's actually fairly important that like I explain what Golden Flame is in general, because I think you know, it'd be good to update people on what it is. So Golden Flame is like a it began like a Metroidvania style game, right? And it's about like a yokai called Lily, right? Hang on, let me grab a video here just to there we go. And I'll just make sure people can see it. Yeah, that should be good. Oh, whoops, there we go. Whoopsie daisies. Okay, so I think that's yeah, that's good. Okay, so yeah, this here, right? This is the game in action. Just quick play. There we go. I don't know why. But yeah, like you can actually see the character right there. That's Lily, right? She's like a yokai entity, think of like a plant woman, right? Who is actually on a quest to retrieve the Golden Flame, right? Which she needs to save her family and her village, because the Golden Flame is like a fork that sustains the village and all the yokai in the local area. And so the Golden Flame was stolen by a great kingdom, right? Who also need the Golden Flame because, you know, it's a bit complicated, but essentially their people were in kind of a dire strife, and so that's why the Golden Flame was taken in the first place. And now, because the leader has taken the Golden Flame, his will is starting to manifest through it because he's directly occupying it. And so the kingdom in question is now actually slowly becoming a heaven on earth, right? It's slowly morphing and changing, and the people, you know, kind of getting they're getting affected heavily by it. So Lily's only got a short amount of time to go and get the Golden Flame back. You know, because if she doesn't, it will be locked forever, as it will become permanently incorporated into the kingdom, right? Because essentially you'll fuel it, and you know, it will destroy the Golden Flame. In a sense, because it will become a permanent part of an entity. And so when I say like the game's more of a more of a like, you know, originally began as a Metroidvania, as you can see, it's actually quite fast at this point, right? Like, this is obviously, there needs to be a few nerfs here and there to at least one enemy. You can kind of see the Ivana there. That's the fairy-looking enemy. The game is incredibly fast, though, and so it's more of a slash and run kind of game, I guess. I don't know what you would call it, but, you know, it's just become bad at genre. But like I put a lot of effort into this game, right? You know, I like when I started working on it, you know, like it was meant to be a small thing, but it's become a thing that like, you know, it's like probably on like it's our messenger to the Kickstarter if you compare it to Sabotage Studios, right? It's a game that like, you know, I put like a huge amount of effort into, you know, I like especially in terms of the animation, right? I have a lot of fun with the animation, I gotta say, right? Each enemy. The Van is a bit incomplete animation-wise, but, you know, Lily, and, like, the Amano, and there's quite a few other enemies that are not shown here in the video, they got, like, quite nice animation, like, very highly stylized, and, we took a lot of influence from, Tower of Heaven and Cave Story, so, I guess you could compare it to Cave Story, really, actually, it's a lot more like that these days, really. I don't know what you compare it to, but I'm dumb. You guys will figure it out, and then I'll add that to the, you know, there's gonna be like a proper elaboration video on Golden Flame at some point. But yeah, like, you know, like what I like about the game is like fast and intense. You get to like dash through all these enemy attacks, and the enemies are constantly keeping pressure on you, right? Even from like early level, and later levels just get more and more diabolical, right? Like Kane B, he's a musician for the game, but he's also the level designer, and he had a lot of fun designing evil levels for the game. And I have a lot of fun designing evil enemies for the game. I love designing enemies, they're fucking, it's so great, dude. Like, you know, I do have a lot of passion for that. I won't lie there, right? Like, there's so many bloody enemies. Dude, I want to show a few off, but I'll do that in like individually. I'll give each enemy like a dedicated video, right? But right now, so we got that. You know, and like I guess the gist of like these enemies here are more like in area 1, but each area has its own distinct feel when it comes to like the enemies like visual style and whatnot. So like area 2 is a lot more like necromancers and normal skeletons and wizards and other weird shit. Area 3 is more akin to like I guess you'd call it like really like, you know, heavy forge area, like a lot more fire-based enemies, a lot more intense, like bulkier, I guess automata, right? Like they're not like modern machines, they're more like, they're technically golems, for the most part. All of them are golems, right? You know, just some, you know, made out of metal. Then we got like area 4, and that's like really leaning into like some of like the corrupted part of the kingdom. And when I say corrupted, I mean corrupted by like the Hierophant's influence. The Hierophant's the main antagonist, and he's essentially been changing people to fit like you know, the kingdom becoming a literal heaven on earth, and so that's pretty much what's been happening, right? And so you get to experience a lot of like the villages and whatnot if they try and attack you, and a lot of the more conventional enemies and such things like that, you know, the golem knights and archers and all kind of crap like that. And the final area is where angels really kick into high gear. There's like angels everywhere, they're trying to strike at you, and you know, they're trying to hit you with a holy light and all that kind of crap. And I have a lot of passion for like those kind of enemy designs. There's been a lot of really fun ones. And I hope to show that off and actually impress you guys with what I'm doing. And that's about it, right? There will be a, like I mentioned, there will be videos related to, like, you know, detailing each enemy, but also a video detailing Lily, right? And like how she plays. And, you know, there'll be just gameplay videos without any commentary. I'll make sure to list word commentary videos and whatnot. And so there's that, and there'll be like videos detailing certain bits of lore that aren't spoilerish. I'm going to try and avoid too many spoilers, but I mean, I've already revealed probably a few here, but I don't think anyone gives a shit. That's basic, right? Going a bit more into detail would be a little much. I even left out one area out of the game. But, you know, like, there's that. And, you know, there'll be, like, videos on other gameplay features and mechanics, right? So, all that will be elaborated in due time. So, yeah, and I think that'll be about it, yeah. Expect more, because I do want to be more consistent in my uploading. I'll be uploading here and on, probably on BitChute. And, yeah, that's all. Enjoy, everyone. Tell me what you think, and, as for the people who, you know, follow along for Thorne and, you know, yeah, with that time I do intend to work on it, so I hope you guys stick around for that. But when, with Thorne, right, I do intend to return to that, but it will be like, it'll probably be a year or more, to be frank, right? It'll be at the end of development of Golden Flame. So, yeah, like, you know, I hope you stick around for this game if you like it. You know, because, you know, I do put my heart into this, but I understand if you don't, you know, but that's pretty much all I want to say. You know, I appreciate all your time, and, yeah, you'll hear more from me. See you later. Enjoy.